another great Big 12 environment. Blessed, honored, thankful to God for the opportunity to coach this group of guys and in this league. But every night it's like this, and it's tough when you're on the short end of it. But we wouldn't want to do anything else, to compete against the best coaches, the best players, and the best conference in America. And so, hats off to Cincinnati. They did a great job, for most of the game, and then, when they gave up the lead, they didn't. They could have stopped, but they didn't. They made a big play, and that's what happens in this league. Players make plays, and so hats off to them.
Coach, what were they? You had some success on the boards against them. Was that a main focus tonight coming in? You knew how good they were, number one in the conference, and tried to battle them there?
Yeah, that was definitely an emphasis. Wes's team, tough. They relentless to the glass, and so it was a major focus for us to, be able to compete on the boards. And not let them. They get 37% of their misses, and we had no chance of winning if we allowed them to do that.
When a guy like Dan Skillings is at a lineup, obviously a guy you think you plan for a lot, how much does that change everything? And did you see a struggle with your guys to kind of change their guarding of their other players?
An injury to a team usually doesn't affect them as much in the first game because the teams that are preparing for them are not prepared. Players have a sense of freedom. There's a rallying cry to get behind each other, man, next man up kind of thing. And an injury to a player usually takes its toll, like game 2, 3, as people are prepared for it, and it hurts in practice and rotations and all that. But he's a terrific player. I'm sorry he wasn't able to play, and I hope he gets healthy.
They had a turnover problem recently, but tonight they turned you over 19 times. Was there anything that you saw different that they did on defense, or other than it just worked?
No, I just didn't think we didn't value the ball. They do a good job of beating the gaps and, raking on the second dribble, and we knew that, but we just didn't execute very well.
Coach, Kaluma had a little bit of a rough game compared to some of his previous games. Held to 7 points tonight. What did you see from John Newman's defense on him that allowed Newman to have some success on that end of the floor?
They're one of the better defensive teams in the league, and so, some nights guys are on, some nights they're not, and obviously Art was a focus tonight, and so other guys had to step up, and that's what you have a team for, that they can cover for each other.
Tylor, what has kind of worked for you in the last few weeks when you've really turned it on the offensive end?
Belief, and then confidence from my teammates and my coaches. No matter what anybody ever said, these guys never gave up on me, and they continue to believe in me each and every day. And so, like I've always said, and Coach Tang has always said, the work is going to always show. Just continue to believe in yourself and God.
Tyler, what you guys kind of say in huddles to stay engaged and fight back from that deficit?
We've been here before. Just got to keep going. Like you said, we've been in those situations plenty of times, ahead and behind, and so we've seen it. We've seen every type of game this year, and you just got to keep fighting. And I think we did a great job of doing it. I think we spared them 12 points twice in the second half, and we made runs both times. But when we figure out how to stop those little lulls, it's going to take us to the next level.
I guess it wasn't your last possession, but your next to last one when you drove the basket. Was that the look you were hoping to get? It just went wrong, or?
Yeah, Coach Tang believed in me, put the ball in my hands in the last possession of the game. I just got to make a play there. Last thing I can do is turn it over. But, it's on me. Just got to find a way to make a play.
Jerome, what kind of lift did you think Jerell gave you guys tonight?
Super big. 15 and 7. We don't ask him to score much, but to come in and give us 15 points and 7 boards against a big fella like that over there just shows the level that Jerell can play at. And we believe in him so much, and it's just about taking his confidence and riding it out.
Jerome, that three-pointer that they got to go over the top, is that what you were thinking they were going to go to?
No, they had multiple options on it. First, it's the option for I think it was James, and in the past, they've used Thomas to drive left, and then they bring the shooter off the backside. We wanted to corral it and then, be there on the catch. And he was a player, man. That's a player making a play. And he went probably 3-4 feet behind the 3-point line and rose up and shot a contested 3 and drilled it. So hats off to him.
Jerome, you talked about how big it would be for either team to win this game.
Yeah.
Now that you guys lost it, what's the next step moving forward? What's the motivation?
We got the biggest game of the season on Tuesday, right? Like, we still have, this would have been a quad 1 win, I believe. I'm not sure where we're at in that for them, but it's a big win for them on their hope, their movement towards, the NCAA tournament. So it was big for either team to win this game. I said whoever won it, I felt would go to the NCAA tournament, so I believe that they're an NCAA tournament team, and especially when Skillings is healthy, right? And for us, we still have 2 top 10 teams that we get to play, and I said all along, you get to 9 wins in this league, and you deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. So everything we want is still in front of us.
Jerell, I also want to ask from your perspective, what was working so well for you tonight?
Really just putting my heart out on the court, really just giving my all, just help do anything I can for my teammates and for me to just keep going. That's why I kept telling myself in my head to keep going hard, and no matter what.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
guys.